Thank you to Tobias for creating this challenge. So we're looking at complaints data this week from SuperBytes supermarket. And let's take a look at this complaint description field where it has the product ID, the issue type, and the actual description itself all in one field. So we want to split those out. So the way that I chose to do this, as you can see, it's a dash that separates the product ID from the issue type. So we start with a dash, we go to our complaint description field, we go to the menu, go to split values and a custom split. And first of all, we're going to do a dash and make sure that we're splitting off all fields so that we don't just get the before the dash or just the after the dash. We want both sides of it. So then that gives us this result here, where we have the split one, which is the product ID, and the split two, which has the issue type and the description still within it. So we just want to rename this field, remove the original field, and that's all we do in this step. So next up is dealing with this issue type and the description. So similar thing that we're going to do here, we're just going to split the values again, custom split on the colon this time, make sure that we're splitting off all the fields, and then this will get us to this result here. So we have the issue type, which is sitting, it is sitting, where is it sitting? I can see it here. Oh, nope. I can't see it up above in the profile pane, but I can see it down below. Maybe I'm just being blind. But you can see that we've got this field here. There we go. I was being blind. So we've got our issue type there, and then we've got our description there. So we'll rename this field to be issue type, and we'll get rid of that original field. So we've just got the description left over. And you'll notice with the description field, we've got these speech marks or quotation marks at the start and the end that we might want to get rid of. So we could write a calculated field to replace the quotation mark. Or what I chose to do was simply to do one final split of the values. So just on the quotation mark, split off all the fields, and then that will create for us these three fields, which looks a bit strange, where we've got this kind of blank spaces. There we go, blank space, the actual text, and blank space. So we just want to remove those additional ones and rename our fields, and then we've got everything nice and tidied up and split. So now we want to think about this product ID field, and we want the first two letters and nothing else from that product ID. So the way that I chose to do that, to get those two letters out, was to duplicate the field. So going to the menu of the product ID, duplicating it, and then once I've duplicated it, going to the clean options and removing the numbers, so I'm just left over the letters, and that leaves me with a category code field that looks like this. Next, we're going to bring in that categories table, the lookup table, and we're going to take the first two letters and make them uppercase so that we can make that join. So in a calculated field, we will just do the left two letters of the product category, and that gives us this. And then we go into the clean menu and make those uppercase. So now we're ready to make that join. So we have our join step here. We're joining on the category code. We can see that everything's being matched up. There's none of those values are in red, so we know they're all being matched, which is great. And then we can just remove those category codes now because we have the actual product category field. We don't need the category codes associated with them. So for the final bit of this challenge, we just need to make sure that our dates are in order. So we change our date fields from a string to a date data type, and that's what we do here in this step. And then we just want to make sure that our date received is coming before our date resolved so that we're not having any issues with our quality of our data there. And we go to the filter here, which is, it's because I've clicked on two fields, that's why I can't see it. There we go, filter values, get this little menu to appear, but I've already written the calculation, so we just want our date received to be less than or equal to our date resolved, and that filters our data set accordingly. And then we just output the data set. So thank you very much for that challenge, Tobias. Thank you very much for watching, and see you for part 2.